Doing
Guys,
good.
we decided in New Year 2026 we're gonna do more English uh, because, as you know, a lot of our lectures are in Farsi, but a lot of them are in English too. Like the interview transformation and public speaking is completely in English. Is more than 4 or 5 no, two and a half, five, and then 6 hours of content. It's completely in English because uh, I do recommend everyone to think in English and talk in English because you're going to interviews anyway. And if you don't practice in English, it's really hard for you. And also, we're attracting more non-Iranians in the community, so we will have to do our lives in English as well. I hope you guys are comfortable with English, and if you're not, you should be, because that's the way to go. If you're looking for jobs in North America, you need to speak English. And I see a lot of you not turning on your camera. You're here for to network, guys. It's a networking platform, so I don't understand why you try to hide yourself behind the camera. That doesn't work. So in the long run, it's very important to show your face, show up, uh, smile, because in my courses I do talk about how you present yourself in front of a camera, because these days a lot of interviews, guys, are in with Zoom. You don't have to go in person, especially for the first round. So you need to learn to be comfortable in front of the camera. You need to learn to set up your uh, system in a way that you have enough lighting, you have your microphone works. Like, have you paid attention to your microphone, how your voice come across? Especially when you engage in these meetings, you can watch the recorded and you can learn from your mistakes. A lot of people has problem with their mics, and they go to interviews, they get rejected. Simple as that. I explained that in day 2, I believe, in LinkedIn day. So there are so many small details that you need to pay attention if you really want a job. And job is, I always say, getting a job is like a campaign. You cannot just stay and wish for the best. You have to have a timeline. Usually I say 60 to 90 days. If you pay attention, if you do all I teach you in 60 to 90 days, you get a job. That's guaranteed. Like, that's that. If you do the things, you get a job. And honestly, so it's up to you. It's up to you if you want to do these things or not. This is a free group, and in the free group, I decided to do a challenge. This is a 3 day challenge. I started with 3 day, maybe we extended. I don't know how it goes. If your engagement is high, if your questions are good, we keep going. So today and tomorrow and the day after, I'm gonna go live like this at 10 a.m. Answer some questions, because we usually do our meetings and 7 p.m. on Thursday in the core BT core, to answer questions, and attendance is very good. But I got feedback from people in Europe that they're sleeping at that time, they cannot join. So we decided to have these morning sessions to open the room for people in Europe, so to see if they can join or not. So I'm just testing this new series for 3 days, and we'll see what happens. I already made a post in the community, so you guys can ask your questions underneath. This is the first pin post. If you have any question, go type it there. I'm gonna go from them, from the top, and then answer them. So far so good. Any comments? Any feedback? Let's dive into the questions. Shayan, Shayan, I see you here. Thanks for turning our camera. Hey, so where are you located, Shayan?
Well, hello. I'm in
Finland.
Finland.
Nice. What time is it in Finland?
It's 6 past 8 p.m.
Okay, 8 p.m. Okay.
Yeah, not too bad.
So
Yeah.
it is a good time for you guys in Europe then. The 10
Yes.
a.m. here,
Yes.
it works. Okay, perfect. Do we have any other person from Europe today? Raise your hand from the bottom. Don't raise your hand like this because I don't see. Because guys, we have multiple pages. In every page, I only see 12, and then when you turn on your camera, I think you'll get popped up to the first page. Not sure, but yeah. Let me start with Shayan. My expertise is in digital twin factory simulation, but I want to secure a product owner manager role in fintech. I also want to move out from Finland. Based on this, what networking strategy do you suggest to have on LinkedIn? I'm self educating on fintech domain at the moment. Okay, so you are self educating yourself on fintech. Your expertise is in digital twin, and you want to go to an owner manager role in fintech, right?
Yes. Yes.
And so how many videos have you watched?
Well, today I just unlocked the hiring secrets day one.
Are you in
So
the are you in the
I am
premium?
in.
Are you a premium
Yes.
member? Okay, if you're a premium member, you will have access to the BTE Accelerator, which is a
Okay.
new course. It has all it listed there. So you just go through them. On day two on LinkedIn, I'll
Mhm.
specifically talk about how you can come up with positions that you want to get in. So what you need to do first is to get that tracker from day two, come
Mhm.
up with the list of positions that you want to get into, because you don't just, because a lot of people just sit in their home and they think about things without understanding what market needs. So
Mhm.
all you do is that you first list the positions that you can apply to based on what you wrote here, which is mainly a product owner, product manager in the
Yes.
fintech. So you use those filters that I taught you in the LinkedIn course and
Mhm.
filter for fintech industry and filter for positions. And then you will see what are the demand in every market. And in every market, I mean, you look at Finland market, you look at Europe market. I don't know how the visa works out there. Can you work with your current visa, Schengen visa everywhere, or what are the?
Mhm.
And then if you want to get out of Finland, you need to have your destination country. You cannot
Yeah.
just say randomly, I want to get out Finland. Where do you want to get out? You want to go to Australia, you want to go to Canada, you want to go to US. You need to know that because that's how you build your network. In
Yeah.
day four, since you're premium, you have access to all those days. So in day four, which is follow up, in day follow, I exactly teach you how you
Mhm.
can build that network that you will get the jobs from in the destination country that you want to work with. Okay. And it's
Oh.
all about personal, it's all about people. Once you find that person who is interested in you, because it's all
Mhm.
personal branding, guys, that person will change your life forever. That person is a person who will sponsor you. That person is the person who got you the job offer, get you in that company, get you the visa, sponsorship required to work in destination country that you're looking for. So it all starts from understanding the positions. It's not one position, it could be multiple. And then based on those, in day three, I'll teach you how to create multiple resumes, right? So I want you to go watch LinkedIn. It give you
Mhm.
a, most of members have experienced the breakthrough in LinkedIn. You
Okay.
completely understand the system behind what I teach,
Mhm.
and you will apply everything that you've been doing. In day two, you will understand that. And then in day three and day four, you have a blueprint on how to approach it. So
Okay.
you need to do a lot of research. You need to do your tracker, do LinkedIn, and then come to the because you're in BT Core, we have a Thursday call. Come to the Thursday call and then bring your questions there. But start
Okay.
from the track.
All right.
Good,
Thanks a
good
lot.
question. No problem. Shirin, my background is in statistics, and I'm currently studying data analysis. Okay. At this stage, my main priority is finding a job. So you're studying and you want to get a job. I'm confused there. When it comes to smart networking on LinkedIn, should I mainly focus on applying, or does networking play a bigger role in finding a job at this point? So, Shirin, are you on? Yes, you're on. Can you come off mute? Because I'm not sure about your question. You there? I see your name, but I'll get back to you. I'll go to Layla and then I'll come back to you. If you can unmute yourself, I have a clarifying question about the studying situation and your background and statistics. Okay, let me go to Layla. Hi, Alex, and thank you for advance your time consideration. I have some questions about LinkedIn. My work experience and education were done in Iran. I don't know how I can show my competence. Okay. Another question it is regarding verification of LinkedIn ID in Canada. It suggests from here, but finally I couldn't do that. Okay, so the first question. Let's just start with the first question. You have work experience and education. You don't know how long you've been here. Are you in Canada or in US?
Yes, in Canada, in Vancouver.
How long?
1 year.
Okay, 1 year. Uh, okay, so mainly everything is back related back to Iran and how. Okay, so how to show your competence in usually I explained it in the resume day that how you will break down your experiences into meaningful conversation and meaningful I let me put it this way, that the task that is required by the job. So the system works in a way that you understand the roles that you're going to apply to, and then you'll understand what the requirement is from the person who is going to fill that position, and then we'll reverse engineer it back and connect it to your experiences, and then take whatever we want out of your experience to match those. Make sense?
Yeah.
So it's it's two side. It's not just one side. It's not just you, because most people like in your situation, they come to North America, they think it's them. It's not just you, it's the other part, more important. The other part is where I'm going to apply. What is the dream company I want to work for? What is the dream job I want to go to? And it only happens when you do a good research, a comprehensive research, which I explained in day two LinkedIn. In LinkedIn, you totally understand how to do research about companies, how to do research about available roles, and how to understand if there are enough roles in one position. Because some people came to me and say, I want to go do this. I said, did you do research? And then they did research. There are 5 jobs available in entire Canada. If there is 5 jobs available in your proposed position, there's no chance you're gonna get it. So and change it. For example, data analytics. That's the example we use for the course. We have more than thousands and thousands and thousands of jobs, both in US and Canada. So you have to do a lot of research. Once you do research in day two, in day three, you will learn how to use ChatGPT or yourself to match your experience with the roles that you're going to apply. Guys, it's a lot of work. It's just don't think that it's a super quick thing. I teach you a lot of insiders, but you have to work. You have to learn and do the steps, follow my blueprint, but it works. If you do that, it will work. You get to fix your resume, you get to be able to talk about your experience in a meaningful way, in a way that companies wanting you. Why do I know this? Because I'm still doing that. I'm teaching recruiters, I'm teaching C levels on how to get best talents, find top talents, and we design it in the system that we give them. So in the workday system. So and then on the other side, I'm telling you how to match your experiences, how to translate it into an understandable format. So when the recruiters look at your resume, they totally say, "Oh, this is the person I want. This is exactly the person I want. This is exactly the person." It's a lot of psychology involved. People. That's why people come and say, "You did magic," because we exactly followed the psychology of a recruiter, and then get your experiences, change it, calibrate it exactly for that role, and then show it to recruiter, and then boom, see, connecting, connecting the dots. So uh, I don't know about your background, but you can definitely, if you have work experience, if you have education, you can definitely, and we have so many examples that people come here without work experience in North America, but they get good jobs because they're just good at marketing themselves. They're just good at connecting those dots, branding themselves, explaining their education. But your language should be good as well. Like you have to practice that we do in the Tuesday calls. We have a Tuesday calls. I created a method. It's called Alex Masters. That method is inspired by Toastmasters because I've been founding Toastmasters public speaking clubs in corporates and helping employees to do public speakings, to have more confidence in the workplace. And that method is now tweaked, improved based on immigrant needs. And members, Tuesday calls, I'm not going to be in Tuesday calls. Members specifically practice public speaking with each other, and you learn how to practice, you learn how to talk, you learn how to present yourself. It's a very useful environment to be, especially on Tuesday nights. It happens at 6 p.m., I believe. It's on the calendar in the main BT. So that can really help you afterwards. So first research, then create multiple resumes, and then practice, practice, practice. And how to present those CVs when you go to interviews. I have an extensive course, public speaking transformation, on that.
Can I
Yeah.
ask you? Thank you for your explanation. The reason that I asked this question was about the explanation I've heard in one of your videos about LinkedIn. You said that we shouldn't bold our experience or education in Iran.
Well,
And mostly my experience were there, and it was because of that.
no, you totally got me wrong. I didn't say that. Even if I said don't emphasize on
Mhm.
bold Iran itself,
Ah,
not your experiences. Experiences are valuable.
oh,
Education is valuable. But I see a lot of time people come and bold the word Iran, and Iran, because of the sanctions and everything in North America, it's very sensitive. Okay.
okay,
So that's why I'd say do not use that word too often. You can
okay,
all like, even uh, in one of my lives, people said, okay, they say Islamic Azad University. Everybody use that. And I say, don't. Islamic is like you don't know who's reading that. Maybe the guy is Islamic phobia. Don't put Islamic Azad University. Put Azad University. Put IAU. Put IAU. And a lot of people are changing that right now, and then they see result. So I say, instead of putting Iran, put Tehran. If you studied in Shiraz, put Shiraz. Don't put Iran. That's the thing I'm saying.
okay,
And probably it was miscommunicated somehow, but I never said don't use your experiences. That's all you have. You cannot change that.
okay.
You all
Thank
you
you.
all are professionals from the home country, and you come here, you have that expertise, but you don't know how to brand it. And then
Exactly.
you don't actually, it's against the brand when you keep using Islamic Azad University, right? It's And if the person sitting on the other side read that, say Islamic University, maybe this guy is good with Islam, maybe this guy doesn't know the engineering, because the names have meanings. And then imagine an American or a Canadian who never been out of the country who reads your resume and see you studied at Islamic University. What they think? It's just impression. We all know what Islamic Azad University is, but the person who's reading that resume, he has no idea what he's reading. He just see words. That's why I say you need to prove yourself first on paper.
Yeah.
The way you prove yourself, you're professional, is to follow my blueprint. Because my blueprint, I have dealt with more than 2 million resumes in North America, for all these people from everywhere, all the countries around the world come to North America. They want job, they send their resume to us. So I've seen all of that. That's why, like, the advice I give you is too deep, and it's life changing. It's one word I teach you, it changes everything on your
Okay.
resume. So very important. Okay. Uh, Next question, Mary. Okay.
Excuse me. It's about verification.
Oh, verification. Those are admin stuff. I don't deal with admin stuff. Usually, I talk about the strategy in my
Okay.
courses. So you have to deal it with LinkedIn support. Probably you have to email them. because usually I know like you can have a LinkedIn, but if you want to verify it, it takes you to another platform which is clear. They will ask you to take a picture of your driver license
Indeed.
or whatever. It doesn't, if it doesn't work, change your browser maybe. Use, I don't know, if you're in a phone, go to laptop. If you're on laptop, go to phone, change the device. Maybe that works. I know there's some difficulties with this verification apps, but it's not my area specialty. You need to
Okay, thank
contact
you
their
so
support.
much.
We do
Thank
straight.
you.
Okay. Hey Lucy. Hey Lucy. Come here. This is Lucy. Lucy, come here. Okay. Uh, next question. I'm curious about the Happy New Year message. That what's the right format and what should be the ask from the hiring manager? I know it should be concise, but not sure which format works best. Okay, Mary asked. Mary, are you in the core BT?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, no, I mean, are you a member of the core or are you a
Oh,
member
no,
of
no, no,
the?
no. I've
Wait,
just signed up just
okay,
recently.
because I exactly everyone in the core from the day two they have a tracker. Okay, there is a tracker that we have in an Excel file with multiple tabs. I put a scripts that you need to send to managers there.
Mhm.
So you get those script from there, and then you just change it and send it. I do have a few script for people that you need to send that Happy New Year message.
Mhm.
And so, but if you're not a member, you cannot access. But I'll tell you brief. It's you don't ask anything. It's just a very
Mhm.
generic message that you say, "Hey, just wanted to appreciate the connection." That's it. You just appreciate the connection. But
Mhm.
when you do this after you build that network, right? Because a lot of people has 1,000, 2,000 connection on LinkedIn, but it's all noise. It's all, most of them are Middle East. The other one are like scattered throughout North America, not related to the job they want to go in, just noise. You know, the other day, one person came to me and said, I have 1,800 connection based on what you did in LinkedIn course. I went and removed all of them, only kept 200. That's the
Mhm.
real network. So,
Mhm.
and then with that 200, you start sending the message. You don't want to send your message to 1,800 people randomly, just tiring yourself and finding yourself tired and not getting anywhere. That's
Mhm.
usually what you do with sending multiple applications every day on Indeed, and you don't get anywhere. So there is a process to it. When you send those messages to people, you already need to build your network,
Mhm.
right? It's a network. It's a network that you first build and then become a superstar in that network. It
Yeah.
doesn't work randomly, okay? But yeah, if you want to send a message to anybody, just appreciate the connection you have with them. Nothing more. Don't
Yeah,
ask.
my yeah, thank you for sharing that. My question was specifically about like the new connection. So I'm not connected with this hiring manager, and now I want to initiate the new connection. So I wanted to know if I can use this Happy New Year format to
Yeah,
like.
yeah. Well, yeah, you can use anything for the first time. We to track conversion. That's why we have
Mhm.
multiple scripts. In one of the tabs in the tracker, we have multiple scripts, and I ask people to track the conversion. So you will have to use each script for 50 connections that you send, and then you will
Mhm.
plug what happened after, so you know which message works best.
I
Because
see.
industries are different, people are different, your headline is different. So first we teach you how to fix your headline, fix your name, fix your headline, fix your picture, everything. And then we'll teach you how to research and build that. And then we teach you what to send and then how to track it. There are a process.
Mhm. Great, thank you. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
no problem. Okay, Shirin is back. Sorry about that. You called on me, but my camera and mic didn't work. I'm currently completing a college program that will finish soon, and I studied statistics several years ago. Okay, let me go up back. So studying. So you're studying. You want to find a job. When it comes to smart networking, should I mainly focus on applying, or does networking play? Well, these are together. These are together. So you build the network and then apply through that network, or you apply and then follow up with your network. It's uh, feels like you don't understand the infrastructure that we teach. Uh, but Shirin, I think you're a member of the core, right? Are you a member of the core? So you need to first understand that why we're doing this. A lot of people before taking the LinkedIn course, they have no idea of what networking actually is. What is a meaningful connection means. They just think that the more connection they have on LinkedIn, they think it's better. No, it's not like that. Actually, the less connection is better. But as long as they are acquired by research, they are acquired by curiosity, they are acquired by your target roles and target positions. So that's how you build that network. And once you build that network, opportunities will come to you because you start seeing posts exactly related to what you're going after. And once you do that, it doesn't matter you apply first or you network first. It's just an ecosystem of applying and networking, applying and networking. It's all combined. That's why we built that engine and it brings you job forever. As I'm speaking to you, recruiters are sending me jobs on LinkedIn, but I don't have to answer them because I have multiple jobs already lined up for me, and my time is used up completely until the next year. I don't accept any project until next year, but it keeps coming because I have that engine, and I exactly teach you how to build that engine. Right? That engine will. It's the best investment of your life, guys. If you're not in BT Core, this is the best because it's so cheap at the moment. I kept it the very minimum price. I even made it cheaper than some of the current subscribers because I just want you to get in, get results, give me feedback, give me reviews. Because this is just the beginning. I just started 3 months ago. Maybe in 1 year I have to charge 10,000 people for this information because these systems is working. This system is just and nobody has access to this kind of systems. I was lucky. I was in HR. I was talking to CEOs and C levels every day. So I was lucky and I got lucky and you're lucky to be here. And this is just it's a deal break. It's a no-brainer that this is a huge deal. Just get it, build that network and you will be set for the rest of your life. With the system I teach you, with the LinkedIn that you built here, go talk to people in BT. Go talk to people in the leaderboard. Go talk to people who got jobs. We have a class in the classroom. I have listed all the people who got jobs. Go ask them. They get jobs. They still go to interviews every day because the system works. You have this system, and then it will bring you job for the rest of your life. It's even better than a house because the house cost. You have to pay mortgage and maintenance and everything. This system, and you get it for so cheap right now, it just bring you leads forever. Forever, you're gonna have jobs if you learn the system correctly. No, no kidding. Take it seriously, guys. Okay, next. Uh, Mary said, if a role, yeah, did I answer your question, Shireen? I'm self-educating, and then yeah, it's just both together. You need to learn the system first. I don't know if you watched the LinkedIn. If you don't know the answer to this question yet, go watch it again. That's why some people rewatch LinkedIn a few times. I've, I actually know that people come and tell me. Some people have watched LinkedIn course 5 times. They watched resume course 4 times. Because every time you watch it, there's so much content into that. I worked hard for you guys to build those slides, to build those program. It's it's like condensed uh, a knowledge of like years of this kind of experiences into like 2 hours. That's why you need to keep rewatching it so you get it. Mary, if a role is a slightly above my current level of experience, what would you recommend I emphasize to the hiring team to strengthen my chances? Uh, yeah. So actually, it's a good thing. I always encourage you to apply to the roles slightly above your current role because that's where the challenge happens and that's where you can actually improve yourself. Okay, but the caveat is it's not always easy to get to those jobs, but with proper networking, you will always find a person on an opportunity slightly above you because of many reasons. One of them could be somebody left their job, somebody moved jobs, and sometimes positions become available and they're desperate to find someone. They don't find someone exactly for that position, they get someone with less experience. So those are the moments that you just make a jump in your career, bigger income, more responsibility. If you're like most of immigrants are like that, they just want more responsibility, more responsibility. And those are the moments that you can get on those, and that's actually the best way to go up the ladder, right? To find those jobs that are slightly higher than you. And what to emphasize is that all you need to emphasize in those kind of situation is that you are eager to learn, and you are eager, you show your curiosity, you show your eagerness, and you talk about that you immigrated to become a better version of yourself. You explain your expertise. I don't know if you've watched the public speaking course. In that, I explicitly teach you how to present yourself, how to be confident, what to talk about. A lot of people go to interviews, talk about their resumes. You don't talk about your resumes, you talk about you. And you tell stories about your resumes while you talk about you. So because it's personal branding, it's not resume branding. People think that interviews are resume branding. They go talk about, they memorize their interviews, they go talk about they memorize their resumes, they go talk about resumes. It's not like that. You talk about you, you talk about you as a person. And then if you can talk about you as a person, and you convince me as a manager that, hey, you you're the person who are passionate about this role, you're the person who understand the position, who everybody give you a chance. Everybody, they have no reason not to give you a chance. Actually, they want passionate people, because if they hire someone at that level, maybe he's not passionate enough. He has done it so many times before. But if they get somebody with less experience, they give him responsibility and they can trust you. That's why networking matters, because they start trusting you. That's why I say you need to do networking at least for 60 days, 90 days, because those recruiters, those managers start seeing you every day on LinkedIn. If they see you, they trust you. Why you are here? Because you trusted me. You have seen me everywhere, right? You trusted me because you see me everywhere, every day. And you saw, okay, Alex knows things because he's there all the time. Now let's trust him. Let's go there. Same thing. You want to go to a company, you want to go to a position, you need to prove you're real, you need to prove you're trustworthy. You need to, and how you prove that? By daily activity. Daily, daily, daily. I say everyone, always tell my students, have one, forget Instagram, all that crap. Have one tab LinkedIn, one tab our community, one tab ChatGPT. These three tab on your browser, and one tab Excel, the tracker. These four tabs is more than enough for you to find your next job within 60 to 90 days. But you have to do the work every day. You have to keep networking, you have to make connections, you have to prove you're trustworthy, you have to prove you're a real person. A lot of these people getting resumes is just random dudes out of nowhere sitting in maybe somewhere remote in India. In you never know where they are sitting and applying. But on LinkedIn, you build a personal brand. That personal brand is sellable, right? You need to build that personal brand. And in my program, especially in the VIP program, you exactly learn how to build that brand, how to build that authority. Because look at Zara, she goes to interviews, come out like a winner. You know, the people who interview her, they are always surprised. They will go and think about how they can keep her for the company. They go think about how we can change our offers and system just to keep her. The same thing happened to Kayvon. The same thing happening to Mahtab. Go talk to them, because they learned everything from it. They did the work, they learned, and now they're seeing the results. So if you're stuck, it's because nobody ever taught you these things. You don't learn this at the school back home. You don't learn this at the school in North America. They don't teach you in North America. That's why I'm doing this in English, because my goal is to help more people, and eventually partnership with some universities to teach this, because they have the just a and I just made a post about this. A lot of you go pay 20,000, 30,000, 50,000 to universities, but you don't invest $40 on LinkedIn. LinkedIn gives you the job. University don't. It's just a it's just a wrong thinking. Everybody thinks, oh, if I get that license, I'll get a job. If I get that certification, I get a job. No, it's not like that. You don't get a job with a certification. It's nice to have. You should have the basics like a bachelor or a master, but the license don't get you a job. Your personality does. Okay. Okay. So anybody wants to come off mute and say something? Because we are 8 minutes past. It was supposed to be 10 to 10:30. If you want to say something, say it right now. Otherwise, if you're not in the BTE core group, I highly recommend you join because right now I'm running a crazy deal. It's a New Year deal. It's even cheaper than the current subscription price. It's not going to last long. I'm just testing it. A lot of people came in with the premium within since we started this 2 days ago, but I highly encourage take this opportunity, guys. It's an amazing one-off deal. I'm not gonna repeat it. I'm giving all the way this insider for now, almost for free. Honestly, this is when you get $100,000 job in 60 days. Just think of it like whatever price you pay, it's just free almost. Okay, Afshin, you had a question?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Sure.
Sorry about uh, the camera,
It's
it's not
okay.
working.
Go ahead.
So I have a different issue. I've been working in Canada uh, with the company for over 5.5 years, but my issue is right now I wanted to change my career. I'm looking more specifically in public sector, not private sector anymore. And recently, I've had some interview. I went, past the virtual one in person, which was specifically behavior question and the other stuff. This is something that I stuck to. Okay, so and I'm a new member. I just joined last night. I just want to know
Mhm. Oh,
how it's working your course regarding my issue right now.
so you want to go from private to public? Do you want to change positions as well, or is it going to be similar, same positions?
Oh yeah, definitely. Different career.
Okay. And what is how is your positioning on LinkedIn?
So my, you
Let me
know,
put it this way. How are you targeting those positions right now?
so based on the keywords that I'm looking for, this is something. And what I notice is that specifically for the private sectors are not as active compared to a I'm sorry, vice versa. The public sectors are not active as much as the private sectors. So I usually checking their career website to see what's new. But I'm trying to break this rule of this public sector hiring issue. I just want to understand. I want to crack it. What is the problem with that? Because so when I was in that interview, it was a couple of other jobs that they just put it as an ad. And during that in-person interview, I noticed they've already hired for someone. They've
Mhm.
already hired another one.
Yeah.
So how should we approach or how should we solve the problem?
Yeah, that's why I'm teaching you guys to keep getting interviews. Don't settle for one interview. A lot of people get interviews, get excited, they go to the first round, second round. Even when you get that offer, you shouldn't get excited because you might end up going there and don't like the environment. So that's why I teach you to build the engine that keeps getting you interviews. And through these interviews and the smart questioning that I also teach you how to smart questioning the managers, the recruiters on LinkedIn, you I almost teach you how to become an FBI in job hunting. Okay. And once you learn to become an FBI, you start spotting those opportunities, be it private or public. And all start with having the right network, not just any network, right network. And the way to create that right network is through research, and meaningful connections. And even those connections will take time to build. It's not just overnight. You have if you have a LinkedIn Premium, you can only send 200 invitation per week, and we always ask people to max it out based on that target industry you want to go. So you start doing that. But since you're too new, I don't want to just go into details because I have more than 20 hours of insiders about the whole thing. Go watch day one. It's available to you as a new joiner. Go watch that. Let's have you onboarded properly. And if you have more questions, come tomorrow. I'm gonna do this for 3 days. Come tomorrow or the day after and ask them. But
Just,
first thing, since you're so new, I want you to watch the first video.
okay, just a quick question. Would you recommend to, uh, you know, talk or send a message through the LinkedIn with the director or the interview panel? Because I've already sent, my follow-up email to the HR.
Yeah, of course. That's all we teach. We teach you to go to the C level. You don't
Okay,
have to waste your time with the recruiters. They're
okay,
just an admin. Admin. They take care of more of admin stuff for the managers. So that's why I teach you the psychology behind it, how the system works, and I tell you where to go talk to who. Okay. So
okay.
you always want to talk to the decision makers.
Thanks for your advice.
Then
Bye bye.
recruiter will follow. Okay. Watch day one. It will give you a lot of insight on what we talk about here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Okay. No problem. Okay, guys, we are 15 minutes past the session. Thanks for joining. I'll come live again tomorrow. Let's get you on a momentum. A lot of you on the free group, you need that momentum, and this is why we have the free group to show you what is possible, to give you access to other members who has been seeing results, to have you gain trust in the system, to watch the videos that are available to you. So do that. Make sure you understand the system, you understand how it works. It definitely works. There's no doubt into that. But you just have to get on a momentum and work every day, like us, like everybody in the BT core. The difference between people in BT core and BT free is that people in BT core they decided to commit, and you only decide to commit when you pay a subscription fee. When you pay that, you know that you're working. You are committing in your success. And that subscription fee is nothing for us. It's just for your own commitment. It's the lowest possible that we could have done. And it's for your own good to stay committed, to know that hey, I have a mission, I have a dream, I have to go after my dream. And I pay the price. And that's for your own commitment. So whenever you get ready, get on a momentum, join the other side. The other side people are crazy about their success. They are bragging about their wins. They are, I think Dr. Masood is here. Dr. Masood recently joined the BT Core, and I've seen his notifications every day. He was active in the free, but now like he 10x his growth once he joined the BT Core. So BT Core is a different beast, and I highly recommend you. And it's simple. The reasoning behind it's simple. People start committing. People start committing in themselves, committing in their mission, committing in their growth, and that's why they become more and more and more active, and we have more touch point like this on that group. So it will definitely increase the speed of your growth. So thanks for attending, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care.